show hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and foreigner dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Raps and madness can make you spin. Shit tales rolling forward as king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling forward as king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling forward as king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live episode of the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. I am NCR News Network, joined by friend, colleague, and currently not in the city of Townsville, Mr. Anthony Caruso.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, NCR, and to everyone listening right around this great world. Yes, I can confirm I'm not in Townsville. I'm not even in Auckland, for that matter. Of course, I had to take a week off last week because NCR, life caught up with me a little bit. And by life, I mean work.
It's always never fun. But what is fun is we are joined by our very special guest. You know him as the man who makes those funny cartoons, the one that pissed off Chili Something Fierce, and is currently having a situation with them living in one of his dumpsters, apparently. Letter!
What's up? How's it going?
It is truly an honor and a privilege to have you on the show tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me. So you've seen my stuff then?
Yeah, we've noticed there's been a lot of porking going on your cartoons in particular.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually a big fan of yours, man. Your stuff is funny. I'm sub to you. I actually love, your breakdowns on stuff.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I just have to say, this was like when we started the podcast and we said we wanted people on here. You are always at the top of the list. One of the people we wanted to get on here.
Well, I don't normally do these, but yeah, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
We got the breaking news, of course. We got to mention about one thing about this show in particular.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
I love that clip. Yeah, I love that clip.
But before we get into the chicanery and the chicaneries and all around shenanigans that is involved with the show, quick word from our sponsors. Today's sponsor is Aura. It's my favorite time of year, spooky season. And what's scarier than any monster? Data thieves. This is where today's sponsor can help, Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital security system that offers peace of mind and tons of benefits, like 24-hour monitoring of your credit and personal information so it doesn't end up on the dark web. It also has password protection, parental controls, and can even put an end to those pesky scam calls.
Hello?
I'm calling about your car's extended warranty.
And what's worse than a Nightmare on Elm Street? Identity theft. And Aura can help put a stop to that too. Aura is offering you a free 14-day trial by using my link or scanning the QR code on the screen that you can cancel at any time. So click my link or go to aura.com/NCR and keep your personal data safe. That's aura.com/NCR or scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description box and start your free 14-day trial. Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring today's episode. And Anthony, I think all of our people for today are going to need some legal representation, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, absolutely. And we couldn't think of anyone better to do that than our next sponsor. And Flat Derb, I think you might know a couple of the people involved with this legal organization. Would you like to see who it is?
I would love to. Let's do it.
Do you want to sue someone you love? Need to protect your First Amendment rights no matter what the situation? Want to make yourself infamous in court? Make sure you give a call to DeCastro, Myers, and Blandino. DeCastro, Myers, and Blandino are the very best in self-sabotaging cases, ensuring that they can get you the maximum punishment for whatever crime you may have committed. They are also the perfect legal team to ensure that you can flood the legal system with unnecessary documentation. With the ability to practice nationwide, there is no need to risk dealing with land pirates. They come to you. The best part is, it is 100% guarantee money down. So give DeCastro, Myers, and Blandino a call on 1-800-VEX-LIT and ensure that you are always making a record.
Habla español, premium dos. Thank you, Gothic Sparrow, for becoming a member. Welcome to the news team.
That is only the very best in legal representation, isn't it, Flat Derp?
Oh yeah, they always hire the best lawyers, don't they?
yeah.
For people who are in that community and always need lawyers, they always seem to get the worst ones.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Blandino seems to make snazzy records all the time, but
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'll give him credit. He dresses well.
correct.
He does dress well. So
But I think it's time for us to raise a toast to one of our last sponsors before we get into it.
you can get it driving, you can get it diving, you can get it snorting a line. A hard-earned thirst needs an ice-cold beer. The best cold beer is Vaucluse Bitter. You can get it while you're doing your hair. You can get it while wrestling a bear. You can get it any old how. Matter of fact, I've got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs an ice-cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vaucluse Bitter. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh, look who's
Randy.
here. It's Randy Hutz.
Wow. Did not expect that.
I
I did
don't
not
drink
either.
beer, but that beer looks tasty.
Mate, it's the very best. And as appearing as a guest on our show, you'll get a complimentary case of Vaucluse
Okay.
Bitter, personally delivered by the leader by the leader of our house band, Brigadier Reginald of the Emu Army.
I guess I'll light a doobie instead of have a drink.
Alrighty. NCR, time for our first segment of the day. NCR, are you there? I think he's gone walkabouts. Derp.
Walkabout.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Walkabout.
hilarious.
Not on a walkabout. I was just getting another case on my desk.
Yeah.
I needed a case of Vaucluse. But while I get my beer ready, a word from our favorite sheriff, Mr. Grady Judd, in our morning briefing.
Brighter. This is old Clint Wilson. He's 33. Clint's been around for a while. We all know Clint. He's a reprobate. He steals stuff. And he has bad luck. Well, the bad luck he has this time is he butt dials 911. So when our nice deputies arrive, they see him and they recognize, well, there's old Clint. So they approach him and old Clint lies to us, says, my name's Robert. Well, there's a good reason why Clint lied to the deputies and said his name was Robert. Because Clint's got outstanding warrants, violation of probation for burglary of a conveyance, burglary of a residence, grand theft, petty theft. You know, the rascal has got sticky fingers, you know what I'm saying? So our deputies look at him and say, Clint, your name's not Robert. We know you, buddy. Oh, you might recognize him too, because this is...
Okay, I have to say this. Wait till you see the previous mugshot of old Randy Boy here. It is it's quite a fetching haircut he has.
It's like his second appearance on morning briefings. And the second time he breaks in, voila, we got his picture.
Look at that hair.
Complete with his bad hairdo. So we locked him up again. Yeah, he's a prolific criminal. That's why you're seeing him again. Have a good day.
I gotta say, that is one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen. That hairline.
I mean, come on. It's iconic.
I mean, Flat Dirt, what do you think? Like, I've never seen a hairline come back like that in years.
That's hilarious. But this guy, has he covered a frauditor yet?
Yes.
His sheriff?
Yes. He actually made it on one of the frauditors lists and the Moore's list.
I'd love to see that.
Okay, so are you familiar with Liberty Troll actually getting arrested in Polk County?
I know of Liberty Troll, but I don't know about that specific incident. No.
Okay, so he was arrested at a DMV, and he's done several videos calling out Grady Judd, but Grady ignores him. However, last year, there was an incident with the Moore that shot 2 of his deputies.
Well,
He arrested that Moore, and members of his community, the Moore, issued out a $1 million arrest bounty on Sheriff Judd.
jeez.
He does
Good
a
luck.
press conference and tells them, "Come get me. I'm at the county jail."
Yeah, this guy's pretty great, eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he has zero chill.
That's a good way to troll the criminals.
Oh, he does these press conferences where he makes fun of them. He did one we covered a couple months ago where they were doing a sex trafficking and prostitution sting, and the guy showed up wearing dressed as a woman. He's like, "This is what we call Rolex ugly." You go to bed with them, and you wake up, and she's laying on your arm, and your Rolex is there, so you just chew your arm off to get the hell out.
Yeah. Believe it.
oh dear. There's also the one I still have nightmares about is the horse story.
Oh, a gentleman decided to fornicate with a horse, and he starts making horse puns throughout the morning briefing.
Oh no.
No, you don't say that. We say nay.
Nay.
Yeah. I got demonetized for the freaking animal joke, so animals fornicating, so I gotta steer clear from that.
It's just how you
Freaking
do it,
cartoon
apparently.
pigs. Yeah. What a joke.
Now, we do have some honorable mentions for this week, but they're not our usual ones, though, NCR, because during the course of tonight's show, Flat Derp has got some stories for us as our honorable mention. So why not, Flat Derp? Do you want to lead us off with your first honorable mention?
Okay. This one comes from Martinsville, Saskatchewan. And this one got me because of recent events, but it starts off, officers called to a Tim Hortons to remove a goat that refused to leave. And
Where's Gary? Where's Gary?
was he there auditing the Tim Hortons, and were the Timbits prominently displayed? I guess the goat wandered away from a rodeo that was close by, and I'm wondering if there's a bunch of goats wandering around after Shady's eviction. One
Are you
just
sure it's
happened
a
across the
goat?
border into Canada.
Are you sure it's a goat or the goat?
It's, yeah.
Oh, now I hope the goat wasn't being bashful.
But
Oh
I saw
my
I
God.
saw one of your clips, a video of a goat in some restaurant or something. I was like, is that
Yes.
the same story? This is a Tim Hortons in Saskatchewan, though, so.
Okay, that
I've
was
been-
Gary the goat.
A
This
goat,
guy
that's
wanted-
pretty rare. A deer I could see because the deer are everywhere. They got deer in
Oh,
my
yeah.
yard every day, but a goat? That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's good. That's a good start. And a Tim Hortons. I've been to a couple of Tim Hortons in my time in Canada. It's it's there, but
It's
a
there.
goat rocking up.
Yeah.
Double Boston cream.
Yeah, I'll have
Heavy
to
on
see
the
if there's a
cream.
video. I didn't see a video of it, but it would be funny if there was a video of it. There was a story a few years back. I don't know if you remember about that girl who took a crap in the Tim Hortons and then she threw it at the employees. Did you see that?
I did.
I did.
I
Yes.
think that was Maple Ridge. I think I can't remember, but
We had a story here. We got an urban legend of former Prime Minister Scott Morrison getting drunk after a sports grand final. And he got so drunk he turned up at a McDonald's in his electorate and shat all over the floor.
oh man,
That's our Prime Minister right there. How's that going?
It's not as bad as the logic from one of the mayors in my beloved Ohio. Outside of Cleveland, in one of the suburbs, this was like maybe 3 years ago. They wanted to propose a ban on ice shanties for ice fishing because this was the mayor's logic. If we open up more permits for shanties, we're going to need to hire more fire rescue that are trained in ice retrieval. That raises taxes. What happens after that? Prostitution. He believed if we allowed the fishermen to have the shacks on the ice, that they would start trading walleye and snapper for more snapper.
Can we not joke about that, given what we've had to deal with this year in terms of fuckery involving fish?
did you say
No.
kipper snatch?
Oh, you're a bad man.
I believe it. I believe that could happen, though. To be honest.
Nah, NCR knows exactly what I'm talking about involving fish down in Tasmania. We don't need to bring that up again, do we?
No.
I'm not big
No.
on fish.
Nah. Now, with that in mind, NCR, I have the ceremonial coin.
I'm going heads.
Heads is the call. And the tails.
Ah, bugger.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I will be kicking things off here tonight. And not only that, but we'll make sure we'll have the other two honorable mentions from Flat Derp at story number 5 and then story number 1. But we'll kick things off here tonight with number 10 for the shit towns of Australia for this week. It's the town, the myth, the legend, Port Pirie, South Australia.
Still shit.
Yep, absolutely. Flat Derp, of course, Port Pirie is a little town in the back of South Australia. It's got a smelter right in the middle of it. It stinks. It's garbage. It's horrible. It is quite possibly one of the worst towns in Australia. Anytime there is not enough news stories in it, we guarantee Port Pirie turns up. And Port Pirie also, fun fact, started off one of our own scientific theories, which is any town that starts with port in its name is automatically assumed to be shit. Think about it.
So, Porta potty?
Yep. Port Augusta,
Yeah.
Port Lincoln. You know, can you think of a way to disprove us by finding a town that starts with the name Port that's actually a good city or a good
Yes,
town?
I do know one actually in my province. It's called Port Alberni.
Has there been any chicanery or shenanigans that have taken place there?
Oh, probably. I
That is
don't.
shit.
Not that I know off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's on Vancouver Island, I think. So some strange things goes on there.
We'll have to test that one, NCR.
I will have to look into it.
Who's your number 10?
Number 10 is Florida woman arrested for stealing motorized shopping cart from a Publix to drive herself to a medical appointment.
That's just a good idea right there, I think.
In Port Charlotte, Florida. Again, more credit to my theory. A woman was arrested on Monday after being accused of stealing a motorized public shopping cart and driving it down Airport Road in Punta Gorda. According to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to the public store located on the Tamiami Trail in Punta Gorda around 10:12 a.m. Deputies talked to the store manager where they were told a woman came into the store and stole a motorized shopping cart and began to take it down the trail from Airport Road. Deputies tracked down the woman and identified her as Robin Zett, age 42, of Punta Gorda, at a nearby Circle K gas station a mile away from the Publix. When deputies found her, she was sitting in the shopping cart still, and confirmed that she had stolen it so she could make it to a medical appointment. The shopping cart was valued at $2,500. She said it was a medical emergency that she needed to go to, and it was scheduled. She couldn't use her phone screen to make a Zoom call. She was later taken to the hospital for evaluation. She was released from the hospital, and deputies arrested her for grand theft. But
this calls for one thing straight away.
no, Anthony. But we have her mugshot.
Hey, that was entirely appropriate.
And you get on to me about my bad jokes.
I was expecting her to be bigger.
Yeah.
How far can you get on one of those things anyways? One of those, like, how far would it take you?
Depending on the charge, honestly, and the make and the model.
And don't they have any security, like the automatically locking wheels or something?
No.
Nah.
No. I know for a fact the ones at Walmart just slow down the minute you get out of the store because they don't have the best wheels.
Yeah, but maybe they just need to limit the battery power.
But no, I've seen some have almost a 24-hour battery life, so you can easily just get them going. And since it's already got the plug into it, you just plug it into your wall.
So how far do you think you could get on one of those?
Probably get about good charge on a flat surface, 5-6 miles before you need.
Any idea how far she went on it?
A mile and a half away from the store.
Okay, it's not bad.
Probably the slowest police chase you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah, she probably could have hopped a bus and got there sooner.
Ma'am, we don't want to have to start pacing ourselves because we're just going at a leisurely stroll.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed the thing didn't have hydraulics on it as well. Could have turned it into a lowrider.
Yeah, did she take like a freeway or something, or was she on the sidewalk?
Doesn't really say, but I'm assuming she took either the shoulder or a sidewalk. I mean, it's Florida. I've seen crazier.
Yeah, that's pretty mild for Florida.
It gets worse. Don't worry.
Moving on to number 9 for the shit towns of Australia.
Number 9 for the shit towns of Australia takes us to good old Dubbo in New South Wales. And I have to get, just because of the location of it, I've got to get ultra ochre whenever I say this. Yeah, we can see your comments. Don't worry.
I can't really see comments. Sorry.
Yeah. But our story in Dubbo, a human seagull has eaten a shop worker's breakfast while his back is turned.
What?
I told you, a human seagull. Shop worker, ladies and gentlemen, a shop attendant in regional New South Wales said he was left flabbergasted. Oh!
He lost flat dirt, but he should be back.
Might have had a bit of a
tech issue.
Ordered them stalking him. Wonder what's happened. Damn you! Ordered that. Oh, there he is.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, there.
I was trying to see if I could see the comments, and I ended up leaving. See, this is why I don't do live.
Nah, it's all good. We'll keep you updated. NCR can check the comments while he
if they got questions, you can post it up there or ask me, and I'll answer questions.
Yeah. Sure, buddy wanted to know, could you show your face? You don't have to unless you want to.
No, I'd prefer not. That's why I use the avatar, right?
Same here.
Yeah.
People have seen my face, and believe me, it's a face only my wife could love.
Yeah, my avatar is probably better, so
Yeah,
just
don't worry.
we're good. Sorry.
So here we go. Matt Mackay works at a Dubbo lighting store and told Today the brazen crime happened when he went into the storage room to check a stock item for the Barefoot Bandit. He came in and asked a pretty run-of-the-mill question about extension rods. So when I went and looked, I came back and told him which rods we had for ceiling fans. He said it's all good and left. As I was a bit confused, but obviously a few minutes later, I realized what had happened. He went to the storage room. He'd left his box with his breakfast croissant in it and his latte on the front desk. And ladies and gentlemen, just to show you what had happened, there is the human seagull chowing on the croissant.
He looks familiar.
What was really funny is hearing an Australian say croissant.
It's bad, isn't it?
No, it was good actually.
Yeah,
He ate a croissant. He even said it with the accent.
We should really take Anthony to Quebec. A lot of good fishing in Quebec.
I think it's pronounced Quebec, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, look at you.
You can tell I've got cousins in Montreal, so
Yeah.
but I just want to point out two things about this drink of water. First off, what's probably more disturbing about him? The Puma pants that he's wearing. He's got the latest in Puma pants. Or the sunglasses. Those aren't sunglasses. Those are bug eyes. Dead set. He doesn't just take a little nip either. Look at him. He's just chowing right in. It's a case of don't mind. And this is Matt himself. I feel sorry for the bloke. Oh my God, NCR, look what cap he's got.
Oh my God. Oh.
He's got a Florida man cap.
He's trying to challenge him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have found our MVP for the week already. Is that an early nomination, NCR? I think it is.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there's our first nomination. Matt from story number 9 for having a Florida man cap. NCR, who is your number 9?
Florida man is accused of street racing at 124 miles per hour, tells the troopers he had to use the bathroom.
Oh, that's great. I'm looking forward to this one.
So we have the video story link set up, but just to get a nuts and bolts of this, a late night street race in the middle of Midpoint Bridge, where a driver was arrested and his car was impounded, when the troopers say they were still searching for a motorcyclist who was reaching top speeds of 140 miles per hour. Now, our driver that was arrested was driving a Camry that he got up to 124 miles per hour.
How?
That's
Must
what I
have been
want
souped up, I guess.
So I'm actually going to bring up the video so we can watch this, because this is just going to be classic Florida man.
Oh boy, here we go.
Bridge like the Daytona 500. State troopers caught a Camry going 124 miles per hour.
Even the news
Thanks for
anchors are
watching Gulf
shocked.
Coast News. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Kirsty Soto. Troopers arrested David Stone, who they say was driving the Camry. Gulf Coast News reporter Mohammed Abdulkawi is showing us the moments troopers chased him down.
15-year-old Joshua Thomas is in the process of learning how to drive. He knows street racing is a bad idea.
I see it probably like at least 2-3 times a month. People trying to race.
Using our roads as a racetrack.
It's just going to keep happening.
Well,
There's no way to stop it.
Well, there is one way. Florida Highway Patrol shows us how it's done. Around 3 Sunday morning, troopers say they saw a Toyota Camry and a motorcycle racing on Summerlin Road near Colonial Boulevard in Fort Myers. They ended up on the Midpoint Bridge for a quick race. Dashcam captures how fast they were going.
That Camry was balling in it.
Jeez.
The Camry, 124 miles per hour. The motorcycle, 140. Troopers identified the driver as David Stone.
The Camry driver did not have a license. That's red flag number one. Number two.
Hold up. What do you notice back there?
Oh, very good.
I'm honored that my beloved Ohio State's making a reference here. But
How the hell do
you get?
Go on.
How did you get a Camry to go 124 miles per hour? That is a real question.
Back when I was a lot younger, like when I was 17, 18, and look, I'm not too proud to admit that back then I was sharing my mum's Toyota Camry at the time, and I had to drive up to Gosford for some work, and the main motorway up there is 110 kilometers an hour. Even at that speed, the chassis is flexing every now and then. So you get a little bit nervous when you're driving at that speed. But for this palooka to be driving 110 miles an hour, how was the bodywork not just bending out of existence?
Add another 14 to that, bro.
What is that in kilometers? That's like, what, 200 kilometers an hour?
Nah, divide by 5, multiply by 8. You're looking at around, you're approaching 200.
Yeah, because we got a highway here that's 120 kilometers is the max, which is nice. But you'll see people on there doing 140, 150, no problem. Kilometers. But miles per hour, that's crazy. I mean, you get into an accident at that speed, it's over. Stupid.
This is all happening at 3 in the morning. Where they're going at 3 in the morning, I do not know.
When troopers pulled over Stone here at this intersection of Veterans Parkway and Country Club Boulevard, the reason Stone said he was driving so fast was because he just wanted to go to the bathroom.
Horrible decisions all over the place.
Stone's need for speed ended up with a pit stop to the Lee County Jail. His car also impounded because of the state's super speeder law. Meanwhile, Thomas has this message for other drivers.
If you're racing, it's really not worth getting points on your license.
FHP says that motorcyclist that was clocked going 140 miles per hour is still on the loose. When caught, that motorcyclist has several charges waiting as well.
But they didn't say, did he have to go number 1 or number 2? Because they didn't really say. That could make a difference, right? That could make a difference how fast you're going to go and if you're going to stop on the side of the road to take a piss, probably not to drop a deuce or honk out a dirt snake.
Looks like we might have somebody in here. Be trying to do a little bit of trolling here. Because we're seeing the same thing. So anyways.
Anyway, carrying on.
Florida has a super speeder law that they put in effect in July, where if you go 50 miles over the speed limit, they can hit you with a felony. So my man's looking at some possible felony charges here.
And before we go on, we want to make a special mention. Erica Lanto, thank you for becoming a member for 11 months.
Thank you, Erica. It's been
we do have a new law here in Canada about if you're caught speeding 40 kilometers an hour over the speed limit, your car gets towed instantly, and you get your license suspended for I think a month. That's the first warning. Then after that, you'll lose your license. But yeah, anything over 40K and your car's gone for a month.
I'm just surprised they didn't do damage to the chassis because the Camry's not known for having a particularly strong chassis.
He was on a highway, wasn't he?
Yeah, but like when you get to certain speeds, the heat that's put on the chassis would cause certain sections of it to warp.
For sure, depending on how long he was at that speed for too. But the fact that he got it up that speed, it must have been souped up or something. I don't know. You'd get a regular Does it say what year it was?
No, unfortunately.
92.
No.
Yeah.
All
my
right, all
my
right.
parents was a 94 one. It wasn't much better.
Yeah.
Anthony, who
Yes.
is number 8 for the shit town?
Number 8 takes us to Wollongong in New South Wales. Speaking of toilet humor, we've got another one here where a woman has been trapped in her toilet, in a public toilet, after a car crash. This is just, I'll let Bubbles explain.
It's just not right. It's really eerie here. Something's fucky.
Something is completely fucky. Now, for this one here, we don't have the news article for this, but NCR, in a possible sign of things to come, because you know how hard it is for me sometimes.
Mhm.
We've been able to find it anyway. And guess what we're going to play after we're done? We're going to play the You ready?
Yes.
One woman's bathroom break could have turned deadly in the Illawarra after a car
Can you pause
plowed.
for a second?
The-
Flat Dirt.
Mhm.
I think we got somebody just coming in trolling, but they want to know
Yeah.
why you got demonetized. So, guys, if you see the same people coming in asking the same question, you know what to do, mods.
Yeah, so that person should be thrown out. But the reason I was demonetized was for the making bacon pigs. For
That's the
my
best part.
cartoon outro, saying that it was sexually gratifying. Now Shady had sent a bunch of emails to YouTube specifically about my outro, several, and he sent several lies to my local police, to my town hall, just complete lies. Anyways, I think he had something to do with it, but there's obviously times too that I have crossed the line in some of my videos, right?
It's called mate. It's called comedy. Some of those people need to drink some cement and harden the fuck up. To be
Yeah,
honest,
there was a YouTube made some changes too, which probably, especially when it came to animation channels. But yeah, there's some frauditors out there that actually enjoy my content. I got more frauditor friends than a lot of the frauditors out there, and some of them just can't. Yeah, they just can't take a joke.
No, absolutely. Shall we carry on with the shithousery?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Indeed.
The accident trapped the occupant inside. While she only suffered minor injuries, she now considers herself flushed with good luck.
Oh, jeez.
A visit to this roadside rest stop wasn't the
Look at the damage on that.
I'm impressed.
Derp, that's a fair whack.
And that's a bathroom?
That was a bathroom.
That
was a public toilet.
Jeez. Well, that's a good place to get the shit scared out of you.
I'll tell you what, if you're constipated before, I would have cleaned out quick.
Yeah.
in mind. When a car crashed into the public toilet she was in.
I finished washing my hands, went to walk to the side of the door, and yeah, just plowed on top of me pretty much. The tiles all started to fall around me and scratch me and cut me a little bit.
She knew she'd been hit, but not by what.
I wasn't sure until I could see through the gap that there was a car that had actually hit the toilet block.
The sound of the crash, a huge bang, brought nearby residents rushing out of their home.
I mean, it's a fairly stiff hit, and just to skip ahead onto it, there's the car itself. So a Nissan Pajero just gone straight into it. But tell you what, considering the damage it's did, that car's actually come out okay, relatively speaking.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you can buff that out, though.
No shit on it. That's good.
Yeah, it's a good sign. But always, as we do, the comment section, it's actually a short one, this one, with thanks to 10 News, but a couple of the major comments there. S happens, and she really shut herself. Yeah. Oh, that's weak. I expected better from the comment section. And they're usually the best part. Oh, that's disappointing. But, yeah, luckily that she's made it out all okay.
Yes.
NCR, who's your number 8?
Number 8, trio of Florida men charged with drug dealing outside of a Miami retail plaza. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
3 Florida men were arrested outside for distributing fentanyl and other drugs outside of a Miami-Dade barbecue. The trio of men are facing federal charges for drug trafficking, firearms charges, and allegedly distributing fentanyl, cocaine, and heroin through a barbecue restaurant in a local neighborhood business plaza. On Thursday, the U.S. Attorney's Office on the Southern District of Florida announced that a 45-year-old man, Antoine Barley, a 52-year-old man, Eddie Jean Worley Jr., and 52-year-old Willie Witherspoon were all charged with conspiracy. Were charged with conspiracy in distributing controlled substances, where they were found with more than 400 grams of fentanyl and 30 grams of heroin. Not to mention that Bailey and Worthy were also charged with firearms possession.
What the hell?
Which only brings me to think one thing when they were speaking to the news.
And so I pull out my gun.
Apparently, they are all being charged with felonies, and 2 of the gentlemen in question are already convicted felons. Shocker.
Oh my God.
But here's the best part.
Oh no.
The 3 men were using the retail plaza's businesses as a front. A retail business inside the plaza owned by the brother and sister and had the following names: Willie's Late Night and the Wet and Wild Tattoos were all fronts to distribute heroin, fentanyl, marijuana, and cocaine while sharing a parking lot across the street from a barbecue joint where they would make meetups to deliver product.
Oh my. This has got Grand Theft Auto written all over it.
Wait till you see the plaza. I don't have mugshots, but I have the plaza.
Flat Dirt, we had a story very similar to this as this photo now comes up. What the hell?
Oh, he cut out there.
How do you not tell me that you want to tell the cops you're selling drugs without telling me you're selling? No, we can hear you.
We can still hear you, buddy.
So tell me you're not selling drugs while you're selling drugs.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh. Hang on. Gonna have to give Flat Dirt a bit of a hand. Hang on.
Can you hear us now, sir?
He's gonna restart and then come back in. He's having a little bit of the joys of live streaming.
True. But look at this plaza. I mean, the Wet and Wild Tattoo, Willie's Late Night, and then the barbecue joint next door.
That is amazing. That's just asking for a Grand Theft Auto front.
It's like, okay, guys, we're going to sell drugs, but how do we make sure people know we're selling drugs, but not the cops?
This reminds me of a story that we had once out in Rockdale many, many years ago. There he goes. I think he's going to go for a restart there. But just look at the setup on it. Like, that is... Oh. And I think actually Sue Bear is on the money. That literally does look like it's out of a video game.
It does. I mean, it's one of those things that you don't expect to see, but when you see it, it's just baffling.
Oh, that's very true.
Come on down to Wet n Wild. We have the loosest slots, the whitest drinks, and the finest of dancers.
It's just
What do
right
I know?
here.
We get in.
It's just right here.
Yes.
It should be named Moist and Wild.
Oh. Oh. I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching
I'll tell Flat Dirt my story when we get back. Number 7 for the shit towns of Australia takes us to Queanbeyan in New South Wales. It's a good week for New South Wales already on. They've got that's 4 out of the 3 out of the first 4 stories so far. But in Queanbeyan, a Gronket has thrown noodles in the server's face before hurling a ceramic bowl at her.
What the hell?
This is insanity. And I'm so disappointed that Flat Dirt has gone missing right now because we've been waiting a while to properly use this. And now finally we can use this clip for its proper course.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
All right, Flat Dirt. It's all good, man. We understand. Tech issues happen to all of us.
Take your time. You'll be back with us very shortly. We'll get him on here. But yes, someone has been taken in for possibly a succulent Chinese meal. Confronting footage has captured the moment. A Queanbeyan business owner was left shaking after having noodles thrown at her by a disgruntled customer. And Jason D, who's jumped in for the comment, I mean, that's not far off. Yes, Fish Week is better than Queanbeyan, but not by much. Vision shows a woman in a black hoodie berating the server and business owner of Wok It Up Asian restaurant before pushing over a stack of takeaway boxes. In the footage, the customer said, "Look how you cook, you fucking mutt," before reaching into a bowl of noodles and throwing the contents in the server's face. The server and owner of the Crawford Street business said she was so angry and humiliated that I reacted without thinking. I threw noodles back at her. She went crazy, ran to our kitchen, threw a bowl at me, and tried to physically attack me. Oh, wow. And we got some photos of this. Oh, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. So here we go. Lining it up. There's the Archie Bargee. It's about to start right there. That's the restaurant itself. That's an ad. And then here we go. Nicking off with a box of prawn crackers. So there it is.
Oh, Lord. What are we going to do?
Oh, boy. People literally fighting over succulent Chinese meals.
This is manifest destiny.
The problem is with this one here is that no one was grabbed by the penis for this.
Indeed, I think that's truly the biggest crime.
Who's your number 7?
All right. Florida man kills and eats his pet peacocks, authorities say.
What? He ate a peacock.
Plural.
Multiples.
I know I shouldn't eat thee, but sacrilegious.
Oh, dear God. Oh, no.
Right. All right. A Florida man, Gulf Coast, has been arrested for animal cruelty after authorities say he killed and cooked and ate 2 of his pet peacocks.
Oh, that's very good, Cicero. Good idea, isn't it? That's pretty good.
Craig Volton, age 61 of Hendes, Florida, was arrested last week on third-degree animal cruelty and aggravated animal cruelty after an affidavit from the Pasco County Sheriff's Office said that Volton had told investigators that he had killed 2 of his peacocks because his neighbors kept feeding them, and he had written the neighbors a letter telling them not to feed or he would or have any contact with his 2 pets. And if she kept feeding them, he would prove a point.
And evidently he did. Wow.
So Volton attempted to kill the birds by cutting the neck and spine while they bled out, and then began to cook and eat them with a frying pan. Yeah. I don't think we need to go on any further with this particular Florida man, but I do have his mugshot. And
while you bring that mugshot up, I think Sue Bear posted a very good question, very pertinent question here. Oh, Sue Bear is on fire at the moment.
Sue Bear, I don't know how to answer that one without getting demonetized. So I'm going to just say possibly. But look at this Florida man. Look at this gem of a Florida man.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it.
He's only got one eye.
Wow.
He's the one-eyed peacock-eating man.
That is dead set American helmet Marco right there. Oh, no.
Did he saute them? Did he eat the livers with fava beans and a nice Chianti?
Oh. Wow. Just wow.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on to number 6 now for the shit towns of Australia. And we head off to Jeeveston in Tasmania. Now, I can confirm, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have a story from Tasmania that does not involve either copper or fuckery involving fish. So relax. You feeling a bit better now, NCR?
I am.
Dickhead with a chainsaw chops down a wooden power pole, cutting electricity to 2,000 residents.
Just a quick update. Flat Derp is actually having audio issues, so he won't be joining us for the remainder of the show. He reached out to me through email. He told me, hey, he's having issues with his mic. He can't get it to work right. He apologizes, but he did say he enjoyed being on here, and hopefully we could get him back after he gets his audio issues fixed another day.
Oh, we'll definitely have him back. He looked like he was enjoying himself, so. Look, sad to see that Flat Derp's having audio issues, but we'll get him back up here. Moving back onto the story. A vandal armed with a chainsaw allegedly cut down a power pole last week, leaving nearly 1,200 homes and businesses across southern Tasmania without electricity for hours. The pole was torn down around 10 a.m. on Thursday at the old mill site near the Commandie football ground in Jeeveston. Power to Dover Franklin, Jeeveston, and nearby areas was knocked out for about 4 hours, disrupting essential services across the region. Towers Network's crews first thought the outage was caused by fallen wires. Well, I mean, that's half true. But investigations later revealed the pole had been deliberately cut. An investigation has since been launched. I mean, dead effing set. An actual chainsaw to take the bloody thing down.
Well, you got to, man. It's chainsaws. You guys took away your old machetes. Do something.
Well, actually, Jason D raises a valid point. David Foster wouldn't happy because generally Tasmanians, quite a few Tasmanians are so backwards, they normally use axes, not chainsaws. Shots fired. Shots fired indeed. Who's your number 6?
Number 6, just the headline alone is going to tell you how interesting of a story this is. What are you doing in my daughter's bedroom? Mother fires shots after she finds a Florida man inside of her home.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Now I'm worried.
A Pittsburgh, Florida woman. A police report says a mother called from East Hill neighborhood after a Miami man was passed out on the floor of her daughter's room with his pants down. Already that, you know what they say. Catch you in my daughter's room with your pants down around your ankles. That's a patlin.
This is starting to sound like wood chipper territory here.
Police say they got a call to the 500 block of Haven Hill Street at about 4:30 on Sunday, where according to a criminal complaint against Mingo Menez, age 23, of Miami, the mother reported she said she had found him in the room of in her daughter's room on the floor with his pants around his ankles. He was breathing and smelled of alcohol. She woke him up and ran him out and sat on the porch, and she had kicked him in the back and screamed, "What are you doing in my daughter's bedroom?" The police say that the mother then fired 2 shots from a handgun into the air, and 4 other men grabbed the suspect and took him to the ground next door. According to the criminal complaint, the police went to the home next door, where they said they immediately had no one fitting that description, but the door was opened by the police and they had arrested him because he was opening the door himself. He has been taken into custody. No word on bond. But yeah. Point of order. If you see this man, make sure he's not in your daughter's bedrooms.
Please ensure he's wearing pants.
We're supposed to be wearing pants?
For this show, normally, yes, because we're not on with the night captain.
All right. Reg, bring me a pair of pants. Moving on.
Indeedy. Ladies and gentlemen, our next story is number 5 for the shit towns of Australia. Takes us to Mandurah in Western Australia. Oh, this is going to be fun. This one is going to be fun. We got a Gronk who's bashed a stranger in public. The reason? Because the woman was looking at her boyfriend. And what was worse was in terms of where it was going on. Supposedly, the fight happened at a funeral.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, Jesus.
A woman claims she was still mourning her dead partner when she turned violent and brutally bashed a stranger for making eye contact with her new man. Danielle Sky Sokolosi appeared in Mandurah Magistrates Court on Friday, charged with behaving in a disorderly manner in public, assaulting a police officer, breaching bail, assaulting, occasioning bodily harm, and stealing. Sokolosi's litany of offending began in May 2024, almost 3 months after her partner and father of her child, Rory Kenny, died while riding to escape police in Kallista. So you already know the kind of people we're dealing with right now. Police prosecutor Constable Luke Ford told the court that Sokolosi was drinking at OBG in Mandurah on September the 18th when a 25-year-old victim walked past to get coffee. Sokolosi began shouting abuse at the woman for making eye contact with her boyfriend. The victim began feeling uncomfortable and returned to Silk Tie restaurant where her family were eating lunch. Sokolosi stormed into the restaurant, grabbed the victim by her hand, and began punching her. She dragged the woman from her chair and continued punching her while the victim's family tried to intervene. CCTV footage led to Sokolosi's identification. After arrest, she told police, I'm a female, I know the way she was looking at my boyfriend. On May 9th, she was at Perth bus stop after 8 p.m. when her then 11-month-old child in tow, when she began arguing with a bunch of women.
Of course.
It gets better. On the 1st of August, she was captured on CCTV concealing 2 cans of Jack Daniels in her clothing at Dan Murphy's. She paid for 2 cans without paying for the other 2. Magistrates Leanne Atkins said she has a serious record for someone so young. She was fined $700 for disorderly conduct and stealing. For the 2 assault charges and breaching bail, she was placed on an intensive supervision program with supervision order with program requirements for 1 year. Miss Atkins warned Sokolosi that she was beginning to run out of options and could find herself in prison if she didn't comply with the order. Well, here's the difficult part. In my opinion, given the litany of charges and convictions she's already got against her, I'm surprised she's not already there. Seriously, what a piece of shit.
I mean, why does this seem like an episode of Springer?
I mean, it's very close to it, but if you think this one's bad, wait till you get to one of my later stories where it's definitely going to seem like Jerry Springer. You know what? I am, unfortunately, I'm going to show a photo. It's going to reveal her dead partner, which I do apologize in advance, but then it's going to show her. Sorry, pardon me. So here it is. And I just want to ignore the gentleman on the left there because he is deceased. But that is the woman on the right.
She's kind of cute. And that weird kind of willing to fight you over the littlest thing, white trash look.
She has got crazy eyes. Look at that. Them's crazy eyes right there.
Those are the eyes of a woman who's not afraid to fight you while holding a baby.
Yeah, absolutely. You ain't gonna talk shit about my baby daddy.
I'll talk shit about your baby daddy all I want.
It's gonna get better. Who's your number 5?
Florida man's night out becomes first rule of violent: don't talk about or enter a fight club.
Yeah.
Walton's Manor, Florida. A mixed martial arts fighter, or an MMA fighter, with 3 years of training found himself facing off with an intruder inside of his family home on Saturday morning, according to arrest reports. Oh. The media outlet said that the incident unfolded when Rallos' teenage nephew alerted him to a stranger in their living room. Rallos described his nephew in a frantic call, saying, "Uncle, wake up." The intruder, identified as a 31-year-old Austin Castatini, later faced the judge with visible injuries, including black and blue marks on his face, 2 black eyes, a swollen eye, and several other abrasions and cuts to his face.
That's
he was
nuts.
he apparently was drinking late that night at a nearby nightclub, where he allegedly then broke in trying to find his friend's home. Witnesses say that Rahalos uses his boxing, wrestling, and kicking techniques to subdue him.
Someone got RKO'd.
We can only hope. We can only hope. Cassatini is currently in jail, and Rahalos is expected to have no charges placed on him about the incident. But wait till you see the mug shot.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be good. Have we got more crazy eyes?
We got some eyes.
Oh, damn. He got beat good.
I think we could do better.
Damn! Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say, look at that. Look at the two shiners.
First rule about Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club, because I'm not in Fight Club anymore.
You won't be after that performance.
I just wanted a beer.
Oh, he got it. He got it good.
We'll send him a case of Vaucluse bitter to cheer him up.
We'll probably be putting it on his face first before drinking it.
Oh. He told him twice, apparently, through the Paul.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah, bugger
it. Who is your number 4, sir?
Number 4. And we've got a Queensland double involving two of your favorite towns. And this one, first off, is your secondary town.
Goldie.
Yes.
Good old
a maniac with a child in the car mounts the curb and charges at kids who are throwing water balloons at vehicles. Now, we don't have the full story about what's happened because it does involve teens, but it's a common thing that we've been seeing more and more of over the last few years. And it's the growth. And I'm sorry to do this, but it's going to involve me going on a little bit of a rant, if I may.
Okay. I'm just going to kick back, open up a beer.
Oh, excellent. Can I say, ladies and gentlemen, that the growth of e-bikes within Australia has now been giving me the right royal shits at the moment. And I want to bring your attention to this video here in particular because this does involve some of the kids involved with it and what they've been getting up to on their e-bikes throughout the Gold Coast. So these kids have been riding around here and basically pelting drivers with water bombs throughout the Gold Coast. There's one of them in particular riding along the tramway. These bikes are not bikes under Australia in certain jurisdictions of Australian law because they actually generate enough power to be considered a motorcycle. And yet, they're allowed to ride them like they're bikes. I'm sorry, but it just gives me the absolute shits. But to the bloke who took these kids down, two things I want to point out. One, you're not helping the situation. And two, you had a child in the back of the car. What kind of example are you setting? Seriously?
Listen, little Timmy, I don't want you to be an essay, so this is what's going to happen if you be an essay.
We've got a couple of them in the comments section here. Good time to install a bull bar. Oh my God, what do you want to do? You want to start a live game of Carmageddon, do you?
Well, not the worst
idea. Does this mean they are an outlaw bike group asking for a friend?
The Pee-wee Sons of Silent.
Yeah. Should Reed Driver does community service by taking out road lice. Oh, I always love the comment section in Facebook when they're allowed to run free on them. Oh, boy. Give him a medal. I mean, I don't want to encourage it, but I don't want to encourage it. But especially with the kid in the back of the card.
He's just teaching him not to be a little shit. That's all.
The old broomstick and the spokes trick will fix the problem. Yeah, that's true, actually. What's the 10-pin bowling word? Skittles? Oh, boy. But yeah, during the school holidays, these have become an absolute menace. Jason D has actually brought up an interesting question. Should you get the rebel stick sorted out? No, mate. Mate, you got to get the real ones onto it. The mini Comancheros to go and sort that one out.
No. You know who you call in? You have to make an international call. You call them Shriners with those little carts. The fezzes and little carts put intimidation factor out there tenfold.
Oh God. Oh, that's very good. With that, who's your number 4?
Oh, number 4 is a Florida woman. Florida woman is accused of helping a trio to steal 12 Hertz rent-a-cars while she was working at the Florida car lot.
Oh my God. I'm sorry to interrupt for a second, but I've just seen one of the comments of the night from Rodney after the broomstick sing, I believe I can fly.
God damn!
That is outstanding. Oh, well played. Well played.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, carry on.
All right. So, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Detectives arrest a 24-year-old woman in a conspiracy with 3 men to steal 12 cars from a Hertz rent-a-center where she was working as security earlier this year at Fort Lauderdale and Hollywood International Airport's car rent-a-center. Savannah Hursty Phillips was arraigned on 13 charges related to over a dozen cars being stolen. The Hertz parking garage at 11 p.m. on May 16th and on 12:05 a.m. on May 17th on Wednesday morning before Brevard County Circuit Court Judge Timothy J. Coleman. Phillips, who was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and lives in the Sunshine and Sunrise, allowed the drivers to exit the Hearst parking garage without showing driver's licenses or potentially scanning the vehicles so they would be logged in. Hertz security management was learned about this when a black Kia K4 was stolen from the Fort Lauderdale car rental center and was involved in crimes in the state of Texas. And a white Toyota Corolla was also stolen from the same place and was involved in crimes in Virginia. According to the 17-page warrant, Phelps was arrested but there were others. A second black Kia K4, three gray Kia K4s, a red Kia K4, a Q4, 2 blue Nissan Altimas, a red Hyundai Sonata, a maroon Nissan Sorento, and a black Nissan Altima were all stolen from the same place by the same individuals. But you know what I'm saying? But dog, it's all right. It's all right because you know why?
Flirting outrageously with a waitress, and it's okay because he's got a jet.
You're not kidding, are you?
I'm not. There was no Jags involved in this story, but they had the attitude. They had the attitude.
I'm terribly sorry. I've just repossessed your car in my Jag.
The prosecutor is filed charges against her on August 26th where she was charged with first-degree organized felony, 5 counts of second-degree grand theft auto, 7 counts of third-degree grand theft auto. She is scheduled to be in court for her next hearing at on December 1st. However, she was ordered to pay a bond of $62,000.
That's a decent bond, that.
But wait, I have her mugshot.
Oh, here we go. And while you're bringing that up, I think the entire chat's gotten a little bit moist. They need to settle down, I think, the chat.
Woo! Guys,
oh, wow. What the hell's going on with that hairline?
What you talking about, man? It's a natural hairline. I come from
that? I mean, I've heard of parting the hair down the middle, but I've never heard of parting the fringe.
You know what her eyes say to me?
What's that?
I'll fucking do it again.
Yes, they do. Repeatedly.
I mean, come on. I mean, we've hit peak Florida woman right here.
That is peak Florida woman indeed.
But you know what that means? It's time.
It is.
It's time for the medals.
It is. And I'm going to kick the medals off here with third place for the Shit Towns of Australia and NCR. It's been too long.
Let's go for a trip to our favorite town.
The city of Townsville is under attack.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're off to Townsville. And ladies and gentlemen, our story here, we got a couple of stories, but one of them we'll mention very creepily, where an actual creep has been caught filming blokes in public toilets. What is it this week with people in public toilets? What's going?
That boy ain't right.
Indeed. But our feature story, NCR is back. The shit mayor who faked a military service finally quits, but plans to stand in a by-election.
No.
He's back. A Queensland MP will leave state politics to run in Townsville's local government by-election following the resignation of the city's suspended mayor. Cutter's Australia Party deputy member and member for Hinchinbrook, Nick D'Amito, has announced that he will run for Townsville's upcoming local government by-election, which will trigger a by-election in his North Queensland electorate. It follows the resignation of Townsville Mayor Troy Thompson nearly a year after he was suspended by the state government on full pay amid an ongoing Crime and Corruption Commission investigation into his military education and business credentials. In a statement posted on social media on Friday, Mr. Thompson said he was standing down a month before his suspension period was due to end. This resignation is not an admission of wrongdoing. He's been under pressure to resign after it was revealed in May 2024 he had falsely declared details of his military record and university degree. You know what that means, don't you?
Sadly,
yes. He is one of these.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
And what's been confirmed as well is that he will run in that by-election.
And yet you guys are afraid to put me on the ballot for prime minister.
Yeah, I know. Don't ask. Now, here is Mr. Thompson.
Yes, everyone say hello to Mr. Thompson.
I think he's talking to you.
Why does it look like he's trying to suck the soul out of a puppy?
I'm a little bit concerned he's giving that microphone the side eye.
I'm going to insert you somewhere.
And this is the guy.
Where.
this is the guy, Nick D'Amito, who is going to be replacing him on council. Oh, boy. And there's Mr. Thompson on campaign.
Yeah, that's a better photo of him. He looks more human. Is the word?
Now, Mr. Thompson's resignation followed an 18-month saga about his background and military credentials. His win in March 2024 election made him tipped to be the next Townsville mayor in 12 months. Throughout the mayoral race, Mr. Thompson said that he had served five years with the Royal Australian Corps of Signals and the SAS regiment. He later said he joined the army 2 years later than originally claimed, only serving with one quadrant and was never a member of the SAS. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch to start off with, claiming you were a member of the SAS.
You know, Anthony, have I ever shared with you my military past?
No.
Yeah, I did some real work in the military. I fought the Cold Wars.
I fought in the Great Meme War.
You know,
oof.
Oh, you know, I was thinking it, but now that she said it,
Sue Bear is showing no chill tonight.
Oh, no seriousness though. I the only military background I have is I did, some classes in ROTC, but
Jason D's come up with a good comment as well. He does sound a little bit like George Santos. The only thing he hasn't done is claim he's Jew-ish.
Now, let's give him time. The race is still ongoing. He can make up all kinds of wild accusations.
Who's your bronze medalist?
My bronze medalist takes us to your favorite place in Florida.
Oh, don't tell me it's Polk County.
It is Polk County.
Get in!
But I'm going to need some help from Larry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Larry, would you kindly?
Hang on, you need me to find Larry?
I'm your
I found
moderator,
him.
Larry King. Now, a word to our audience. Even though we're being broadcast on Fox, there's no need for obnoxious hooting and hollering.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd's picture was stolen from substation by a Florida man who told him he stole my picture.
Did someone try to take on Grady Judd?
A Florida man broke into a substation to steal Grady Judd's picture.
Oh, you're asking for trouble.
The incident occurred on September 15th at the Broadway Boulevard substation. The Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd identified the suspect as Mark Breyer, age 34, of Polk City. You're not going to believe this, said Grady Judd in a posted video on his Facebook page. But somebody broke into the Polk County Sheriff's Station and stole my picture. The incident occurred on September 15th at the Polk County substation on Broadway Boulevard Southeast. Judd identified the suspect as a Polk City man who said that he was caught on surveillance footage approaching the building, walking into the front door, and grabbing not only Grady Judd's picture, but 3 other pictures off of the wall, wrapping them in towels, and then storming out of the substation. The man's brain was a little bit foggy that night, said Grady Judd. When they asked him why he stole the pictures, he said, "I was using drugs, I think." But I think I wrapped the pictures in a towel and put them under a tree. I'm sure of that.
Oh dear, oh
The
dear.
pictures were found wrapped in a towel underneath a tree, later identified by the suspect. He was charged with multiple counts of burglary and petty theft. The pictures have been safely returned and placed back on the wall.
Oh, Sheriff John would have had a good giggle about this.
Oh, he did. But here's even better. We have video.
Oh, yes. With thanks to Fox 13.
Thank you, Fox 13. I'll take a mug, please.
Next story may
Be
tell
my
us it's that
damn
no one is
mug.
safe from being burglarized, even a Polk County Sheriff's substation.
But it was what was taken from inside that's really raising Sheriff Grady Judd's eyebrows. Fox 13's Carla Byron shows us how it all unfolded.
And let's talk about something else that's crazy.
Just when you think things can't get crazier, they do.
You're not going to believe this.
Was that Lane
Because
Myers?
someone broke into the Polk City Sheriff's Station.
It happened on September 15th at the station on Broadway Boulevard
I choked on my
Southeast.
vape, man.
Sheriff Grady Judd says the suspect was 34-year-old Mark Byram of Polk.
Okay, you can't say
Lane
that. Does
Myers.
not. You can't say that's not his double ganger.
It is.
City. You can see him here on surveillance video approaching the building and walking right in.
trying to
Around 3
stall.
minutes later, he's seen walking out with something in his hands.
They stole my picture.
That's right, Sheriff Grady Judd's picture right off the lobby wall. And the major and captain's picture, too. When they found Byram in jail on
Come
another
on.
charge for stealing, the sheriff says this was his explanation.
We went down there and he said, my brain was a little foggy that night, using a little drugs, but I think I stole those pictures and wrapped them in a towel and put them by a tree, and sure enough, he did.
So now the sheriff and his command staff are back up on the wall where they
Jesus
belong.
Christ.
No worse for wear. And once again, my picture is in the Polk City Sheriff's Station. And he's in jail with some more charges.
A picture sometimes can be worth 1,000 words. But in this case, it was worth a few charges. In Polk City,
Brilliant.
Carla Byron, Fox 13 News.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
I mean, you were gone, so I had to give you a present for a welcome back. And welcome back.
Oh, wow. That is amazing.
Let's move on to your silver medalist, sir.
Oh, my silver medalist takes us to Sydney, and unfortunately, we've got a good mate of mine in the chat, Jason D, who's going to be very, very angry with me very shortly because the two stories we're actually going to cover from this come from where he grew up in Campbelltown, New South Wales.
Oh,
Jason is going to hate me. First off, we've got a Gronk who allegedly burned down his parents' house because they wouldn't pay his TAFE fees.
His what?
So TAFE is tertiary and further education. It's like a cheaper version of doing tertiary education. He wanted his parents to pay his fees. They said no, so he burned the house down. I won't go too much into this story, but what I will do is show you some of the pictures from this. Jason, please don't hate me for this. This one's not exactly Campbelltown, but it's in Narellan, which is the next suburb over. So there's the son getting cuffed by police. There's the house on fire. The car, that's where the fire was started, in the car. And now look at the house.
Jesus Christ. So, all of this over $50.
Well, back when Jason D went to tape, it's not that cheap these days, but it's still relatively cheap. So yeah. But no, our feature story from Campbelltown. Six people arrested after Gronk's brawl with weapons on a random family's lawn. 4 teenagers are part of a group of 6 who were arrested after a brawl in front of an innocent family's home in Sydney. A 35-year-old man was allegedly hit in the head with a hammer and was left unconscious on the front lawn of a house. He sustained serious head injury and is in a stable condition in hospital. A 15-year-old boy was also taken to hospital but has since been released. The brawl began when one group began smashing a car sitting in the driveway of a house in Roos near Campbelltown. Then the 2 groups clashed with men and teens holding weapons such as metal poles. A children's bike was allegedly used as a projectile.
May I?
Yes, you may. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in. We got front row tickets for this.
All right, get your announcer suit on.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Actually, that was pretty good,
That was good.
The black car, outnumbered in a stranger's front yard. Saturday
Oh
afternoon,
my God! Oh my God! It's a damn slobber knocker!
then turns to the 2 teens cornered in a driveway. A child's bike becomes a projectile. It's a standoff, but they slip away. At the same time, a man behind the wheel does this. He's allegedly pepper sprayed before the moment that's tough to see.
Whoa!
Hit in the back of the head with a hammer. The 35-year-old's unconscious and bleeding heavily. His skull is fractured and his partner fears the worst. Back in the driveway and one of the teens is surrounded. Oh! Retreating to the front door, he tries to get in, but blocking it from the inside is the mother that lives there.
I'm screaming at him like, sorry, bud, I can't open the door.
The whole time, Courtney's watching on in fear from her living room.
There was a man injured here next to my car. They damaged the front of my house and my car and everything.
Oh, wait, there's
in the
more.
middle of the mayhem, a 57-year-old man in the blue shirt checks for a pulse, and the call is made. After a few final swings, the group finally leaves. So the question is, how did it come to this? Police will allege it was an argument in a nearby shopping centre that sparked it all. Authorities are also investigating the possibility the 2 groups are known to each other. 6 people have been arrested, 4 of them are teenagers. In total, less than 2 minutes of madness, but injuries that could last a lifetime.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
That is. I
don't think I was going to have to resort to this, but I think I have to. Bender, if you may.
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
I don't think it would work on this lot.
No. And Jason D, yeah. Unfortunately, he's correct. Unfortunately, he is 100% correct. Who is your silver medalist?
All right. Get ready. Florida man arrested after trying to pay bail with an alligator he claims was his lawyer.
No way. That can't be real.
It is real. From the Lakeland Gazette. And you know what that town means to me.
I know. That's home for you.
It's my home away from home, apparently, but
yeah.
Here is the news article. Florida man is arrested after trying to pay bail with an alligator he claims was his lawyer. Deputies say a Central Florida man age 42, sparked chaos in the county jail after storming in shirtless, holding a live alligator, demanding that the officers release his cousin immediately.
Oh my God.
Witnesses tell investigators that the man showed up earlier that day at a nearby gas station and was trying to trade the same alligator for a 6-pack of beer. Was it a 6-pack of Voss plus bitter?
Oh my God. Was the lawyer getting a bit snappy, was he?
When that failed, reportedly drove straight to the county jail, burst through the lobby doors, loudly introducing the reptile as his legal counsel.
What, was the guy too cheap for Harvey Birdman?
Wait for it. When staff asked him to leave, he allegedly slammed the animal onto the counter and shouted, This gator passed the bar." Is Brady still with us? So I have a question. Can alligators pass the bar? I just want to know. And if so, will he be willing to work with them as a partner?
The best part is that alligator is probably a better lawyer than Kim Blandino.
Your Honor, the defense keeps hissing at us, sir. Your Honor, this is a hostile meeting with counsel.
We need to scale back this case, please.
Your Honor, can we roll this over to the next docket? Apparently, the evidence of the cockfighting went missing, Your Honor. We don't know what happened. We're not done with the story, though.
Oh,
no. Before attempting to climb over the reception desk, deputies wrestled him down and confiscated the alligator and charged the man with unlawful possession of an alligator trespassing on jail property. Officials say the gator was safely returned back into the wild. The suspect meanwhile was booked at a bond set of $7,000. At this time, is not payable in reptile.
Oh my God.
Would you like to see this Florida man's mugshot?
As long as we get to see the lawyer gator as well.
There is no picture of said lawyer, but look at him. Too bad.
Oh my God. Put the glasses down. You've won this week with this story.
I'm not even done with number one yet.
Oh my
God. The ears.
Scroll down. I want to see the next one. There he is, lawyer gator.
Litigator? Is that a litigator?
Oh no.
He's a great litigator, sir.
Oh
my. We have to stop. We have to stop. My fucking face is hurting. Oh. 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 Who is your silver medalist, sir?
Oh my god, you mean my
Boy,
gold
already
medalist?
on a gold, aren't we?
Oh my god.
Who's your gold medalist?
We're gonna go from the absolute funniest to probably the story that's going to make your blood boil the most, unfortunately. Oh, I am not looking forward to having to cover this story in particular. Because the winner of the Shit Towns of Australia for the week ending the 5th of October 2025 is Lake Macquarie, New South Wales.
Jason D has a question for you.
Yeah. Hey, good luck with that one there. Actually, but no, here's the better suggestion though. Super's on fire tonight. Yeah, Super's an MVP nomination. Oh, this one's going to make your blood boil. Lake Macquarie, New South Wales, a pregnant teenage L-plater has allegedly been clocked at 168 kilometers an hour with a baby in the car while fleeing cops. Now, to this drink of water, I have got one message for you.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
Indeed.
A pregnant 19-year-old woman faced court today after a high-speed chase with a 10-month-old on board, reaching speeds of 168 kilometers an hour in the New South Wales Hunter region. At about 12:10 p.m., Kirsty Lee Parker, who was on her L plates, led police patrolling the M1 motorway in Somersby into a pursuit after being spotted at 168 kilometers an hour in a 110 kilometer an hour zone and failing to stop. I should point out as well that the maximum speed limit, if you're on your L plates, is 90 kilometers an hour. So if you get the 110, she wasn't supposed to go above 90. At one point, a passenger in the vehicle was allegedly spotted hanging out of the speeding car, filming the pursuit before it was later posted to social media. Police deployed road spikes north on Swansea Bridge, but the vehicle dodged them. Shortly afterwards, spikes were deployed again, and they were also evaded as the car continued towards Belmont. The car came to a halt after allegedly crashing into another vehicle while turning onto Lake Road on the Pacific Highway. Police later located the vehicle abandoned at the front of the driver's home on Marilla Close in Windale. 5 people were located near the vehicle and arrested, including a 10-month-old baby who was in the vehicle. There were no reports of injuries. Police told 9 News they were unaware the baby was in the vehicle, and if they did, they would have approached the incident differently. Parker is facing an array of charges, including learner driver exceeding speeds of 45 kilometers an hour, driving with 2 passengers without fastened seatbelts, driving recklessly and not complying with directions to stop the vehicle. The 4 passengers were released without charge. Parker today faced court by video link, yawning and handcuffed. Police opposed bail, saying it was a risk that Parker would cause further damage to the community, and it was her second court appearance in the week after being sentenced to an 18-month community corrections order for shoplifting. She is 11 weeks pregnant, and her criminal record includes multiple driving offences. She was denied bail despite her lawyer arguing that she was vulnerable in custody due to her young age and background. She is due to face court Wednesday.
I hope they throw the book at her.
Oh, boy. And we've got, with thanks to 9 News, we've got video footage of this. With our good mate, Peter Overton. Let's just muted it, but Let's play it now.
It's dangerous and downright stupid. And that's
What the
before
hell?
you realise there's a 10-month-old baby in the car. This is vision from inside a
Wood
vault
chipper.
on an alleged 70-kilometre wild pursuit through Lake Macquarie yesterday
Wood chipper
afternoon.
them all.
Police say they had tried to pull over 19-year-old learner driver Kirsty Lee Parker for speeding on the M1 in Summersby just after midday. She allegedly took off, the sedan reaching speeds of nearly 170 kilometres an hour before officers tried to box in the vehicle in Swansea. When that failed, road spikes were deployed and dodged.
Right, turn it. No! Hello!
The car eventually dumped outside Parker's home in Windale. She and 4 male passengers didn't get far.
They arrested him in my front yard, and then they were just out here. They had the girl as well, and they had him out here. I don't know where they took the baby, but they did have a 10-month baby with them in the car.
By some miracle, the baby was unharmed, seen here today.
Are you able to tell us how the baby's going today? What was your daughter doing in a pursuit with a baby in the car? In another stunning revelation, it was revealed by Parker's lawyer that she's also 11 weeks pregnant. She was refused bail in court today, breaking down into tears, begging to be released.
Her passengers have been let go without charge. Police also reviewing their actions, telling 9 News they had no idea an infant was in the car, and if they did, they would have done things differently. James Wilson, 9 News.
Wood chipper.
Wood chipper the whole lot. Let the mother give birth, then wood chipper.
Yeah. I hope Family and Community Services find her, take the kids away, because she is not fit to have children.
I agree.
Scumbag. Absolute, pure, unadulterated scumbags.
Well,
and there is my nomination for the Golden Turd.
I have something that might cheer you up, but first, I'm going to need some help from CJ.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Yep.
This does involve a mother and a baby. Are you ready for this one?
Go.
Florida woman wins Mortal Kombat tournament while playing with her newborn in her arms.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Go.
A mother wins a Mortal Kombat video game tournament while holding her newborn baby in her arms. A mother of a newborn goes viral after winning her local monthly fighting game tournament while holding her 5-day-old baby in her arms.
Jeez. Okay. I mean, not something I would normally expect someone to be doing when they've just given birth, but right.
Okay. Legon, which is her gamer name, is a 3D artist and a mother who occasionally plays fighting games when she has time in between work and taking care of her newborn child.
Right.
Her skills haven't dulled in a bit since a new addition to the family, as evidenced by her winning a viral victory in the local monthly tournament at Juicy Game Night in Orlando, Florida. Juicy Game Night hosts a tournament of a sort of different fighting games, one of those being Mortal Kombat XL. On September 27th, the Florida fighting game community gathered together to put their skills to the test. The results took social media by storm. The newborn was born via a C-section On September 22nd, the pregnancy was a complicated one where the mother had developed what's known as uterus window, which caused them to perform a C-section instead of a traditional birth. On top of that, she had already been suffering in severe pain for days leading up to the birth. Doctors explained that she was going to go into active labor if this wasn't resolved due to the uterus issues, and began to start delivering the baby via a C-section. 5 days after welcoming her daughter into the world, Legon and her hubby took their bundle of joy along with them to the local fighting game tournament last minute on a whim. Despite recovering from general surgery and dealing with complications, the mother with her 5-day-old in arms beat the 4-person bracket, beating her own husband and landing the grand finals with a fellow player, King Kai, in a 3 versus 2 victory. The Mortal Kombat mom took first place and won $28 and a trip to the DreamHawk at Atlanta in Atlanta late October. The community came together and celebrated the social media victory. Oh, we needed this story.
Well played, honestly.
The marvelous victory, however, is more impressive when she can be seen comforting her newborn while playing in this tournament. I'm so glad that we were honestly left the house, that she wrote that on X with our daughter. So chilled around all the noise, the car ride, traveling so much while pregnant. I never wanted to stop the things I loved. I just needed to adjust my life accordingly for our youngest daughter. I just want people to feel like no matter what they can do, they can still do the things they love, even in small chunks. Never feel like it's not worth it. Poetry right there. It's poetry.
You know what? Like, as long as the baby is safe, as long as they're fed, I could think of worse things to do.
Okay, so I'm going to show some photos.
Yeah.
So I got an ad pop up real quick. Let me get rid of it because these photos are just phenomenal. I mean, we take our gaming somewhat seriously here. We do a bit of gaming, both of us. But this is a whole nother level. There is mom. There is newborn.
Okay.
Okay. Now wait. Mom and the newborn right here.
Everything looks fine.
Cute picture. Cute picture.
Yeah.
There's mom holding the baby after she's won. And then here's the baby with the first prize ribbon.
You know what? Fair play. No, fair play. Baby looks healthy. Baby looks safe. Not disturbed. Nothing particularly wrong with it. You know what? Fair play.
Look at her. She's like, no. Baby's got to learn how to do a fatality.
Baby's got to learn why Sub-Zero is the best character.
Oh, we needed a heartwarming story afterwards, and I made this the first one.
Oh, you know what? I like that. That's, you know what? I will say this. It's unorthodox. But at the end of the day, the baby is safe, the mother is safe, nothing particularly wrong. Fair play.
You know what that baby needs? That baby needs a gaming rig. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's get that baby the gaming rig. Let's get her on. Let's get her some supplements. Let's get her on. Let's get her on Steam. Let's get this going, people. Never too young.
So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, this week I'm happy to concede the listing to NCR in terms of his power rankings for this week. In terms of the MVP, we've got a couple of nominations this week. I think this lady deserves a nomination for MVP. I think Sue Bear deserves an MVP nomination for her chat, which has been absolutely fire this episode.
Bangers all day.
We had a very early one as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
For an MVP nomination. Who was it? What was it?
It was one of yours.
No, I don't. I think it was one of your early stories. Was it MVP? But I think we can all agree that at least one of my stories is going to take an award this week, which is the Golden Turd, which goes to that pregnant L-plater. Honestly, you're a disgrace. You are the reason that there are calls around the world for you to prove that you are a sound mind before you procreate. Oh. You know what? I'm going to nominate one other one. It's Grady Judd. He was brilliant this week for MVP. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to leave your comments in the comment section. Actually, no, you're right. Lawyer Gator deserves a mention as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. In particular, I want to know your thoughts on who's won the MVP for this week. We do want to make a special thanks to Flat Dirt for joining us here. I know, unfortunately, he had some technical difficulties, but he said he will come back, and we will gladly have him back with open arms. I believe, NCR, though, that someone else has said that they're more than happy to join us for another live.
Oh, yes. We just got to get the scheduling finalized, and then we will make the announcement.
Absolutely.
But I can say he'll be on patrol.
He will be very much on patrol.
I am
Until
next Network.
I'm Anthony Caruso.
And we will see you guys next time.